Hi, I'm Anton van den Hengel. I'm the director of the Center for Augmented Reasoning. I'm the one who founded it, set it up, and really devised the research program. The most interesting thing about CAR is that after all of this time, right, the idea's been going for more than 7 years now, really, and that it's amazing that we managed to pick something 7 years ago that is still one of the core questions in AI. It's about how we're going to integrate the fantastic progress that AI has made with the things that we already know how to do. All of the reasoning, all of the algebraic algorithms, all of the things that we have models for, that we don't need to train neural networks to be able to achieve. And we've made really good progress. Right? There's fantastic work that's happened, and across areas, right? So robot navigation, in AI in health, in causality, we've done fantastic things. Really, it's incredibly impressive what's been achieved. And I'd love to tell you that we'd solved it, but actually, here we are 7 years later with the same underlying challenge, really. It's still the big issue we face as a field, I think, is how we're going to progress from just applying these incredibly powerful networks to do things they're actually not very good at, towards using them in a more sophisticated and subtle and informed kind of a way. There's a couple of parts of the puzzle. One of them is that we need a better understanding of what they're good at and a better understanding of how to have them interact with other processes. They tend to be a bit of an island at the moment, so they operate in virtual spaces largely by themselves. All of the enthusiasm about ChatGPT recently is really quite isolated. You interact with it through a text interface and it gives you text back. Taking in text and putting it out has some applications, but there's a whole lot of real-world applications that doesn't cover. It doesn't help you navigate a robot. It doesn't help you, conduct surgery or figure out what's wrong with a patient or any of those kinds of things. And the interesting piece of the puzzle is how you glue these two things that we're quite good at together to get them to do the things that they're good at individually, so that they cooperate better together. Really, the best thing is that we've been able to support fantastic researchers doing fantastic research. It's surprisingly difficult to find this kind of funding that is flexible enough to help great researchers do great things that they're already doing. There's funding out there for, that people can apply for to do specific projects of specific purposes, to work with specific companies, but there's very little funding out there to help great people keep doing the great research they're doing. And we were very lucky to be able to help some amazing people do some fantastic research. CAR's really provided a bedrock for the whole group to move on to really world-leading research in a bunch of areas. The CAR problem, augmented reasoning, applies so broadly and is at the cutting edge of so many bits of machine learning that it's enabled many of the group to be able to go in and find their own niche, find their own research areas, and find their own funding and industry relationships to grow far beyond what I could possibly have hoped. Really fantastic to see them take the opportunity and run with it.
Hi, my name is Yutong Xie. I'm a research fellow at the Australia Institute for Machine Learning, supported by the CAR project. My research focuses on developing innovative AI models to analyze medical images, such as CT scans, to accurately detect diseases like the brain hemorrhage, skin cancer, and lung cancer. This work helps reduce mistakes in diagnosis, improve hospital workflows, and create better treatment plans, especially in places with fewer resources. And the next step is to collaborate closely with clinics and healthcare providers to integrate these tools into everyday practice, ensuring faster, more reliable, and equitable healthcare for all. Thank you, Carl, for enabling this vital work.
Hi, my name is Saurav Kirk. I'm a postdoctoral research fellow at the Center for Augmented Reasoning at the Australian Institute for Machine Learning. My research topic explores how robots can navigate their surroundings. Specifically, are robots able to reason like humans before planning or executing an action? For this, the robot will need a high-level understanding of its environment, for example, layout of objects in a room, as opposed to purely a 3D map. We found that this was indeed possible. Thanks to CAR's funding support, we have developed a suite of novel algorithms to enable robot navigation that mimics human-like memory and reasoning using just a single camera and without needing a 3D map. Our research will provide a strong foundation for robot navigation researchers and practitioners worldwide to build from, providing benefits to the commercial robot industries like robot vacuuming, warehouse logistics, mining trucks, and so on. We plan to further extend the capabilities of our research through international academic collaborations and by integrating industry feedback.
Hello, my name is Xinyu Wang, and I'm a research fellow at the Center for Augmented Reasoning at the Australian Institute for Machine Learning. Many of you may have experienced tools like ChatGPT, but developing such large multimodal models often requires significant resources. My research focuses on creating efficient methods to train these models with fewer computational and data demands, making advanced AI accessible to more people and institutions. With CAR's support, I've developed innovative techniques that transform language models into multimodal systems capable of understanding and generating text, images, videos, and even audio. These breakthroughs provide resource-friendly alternatives for building such advanced systems, opening doors for more equitable AI development. Looking ahead, my goal is to expand the capabilities of these models, integrating them into real-world applications like robotics or mobile technology. This could make interactions with AI more dynamic, efficient, and impactful. Thank you, CAR, for making this work possible.
Hi, I'm Sam Hodge, a machine learning engineer at the Center for Augmented Reasoning at the Australian Institute for Machine Learning. One of the projects I worked on was to develop Jazzy, a music software robot that was trained to continue jazz pieces played by a human pianist. By analysing hundreds of hours of performances, Jazzy learned to recognise musical patterns and improvise like a jazz musician in a classic dueling piano scenario. CAR provided me with resources to explore how jazz improvisation mirrors prompt completion, using musical patterns instead of text. The next step is to collaborate with renowned jazz pianists to finally see Jazzy in action. With a background in Hollywood films, I've been incredibly passionate about how machine learning can transform the creative industries. And thanks to CAR, I've been able to pursue this work to great lengths.
My name is Lana Takomarov, and I'm a PhD student at the Australian Institute for Machine Learning, supported by the Center for Augmented Reasoning. As an AI safety researcher with a background in cognitive psychology, I'm exploring how to make algorithms safe for human decision-making. My work focuses on machine learning safety, bioethics, and human factors, aiming to understand the differences between human and AI decision-making to leverage their strengths and mitigate any harms or AI misuse. CAR has been integral in enabling my PhD to exist and take off in a largely unknown territory, particularly given the Australian government support, which has allowed me to explore significant questions about the role of AI in our decision-making spaces. With CAR funding, I've travelled to the US to collaborate with colleagues at Carnegie Mellon University, MIT, and Harvard University, providing me with invaluable international connections in a still developing research area. I hope to continue to explore the many research questions generated by my work in AI safety and I would love to influence regulation and legislation in Australia based on the evidence of my work.
Hi, my name is Xingyu Li. I'm a research fellow at the Australian Institute for Machine Learning, supported by the Centre for Augmented Reasoning. My research focuses on developing AI models to accelerate the discovery of energy materials, such as those for carbon dioxide capture and lithium-ion batteries. This work addresses the challenges of the greenhouse effect and the energy crisis by enabling chemists and material scientists to identify promising materials much more efficiently. With CAR's support, I have developed AI models with strong out-of-distribution (OOD) prediction capabilities, tackling a critical challenge in AI research. OOD prediction is particularly important for materials discovery, where only a few materials meet specific criteria, while most do not. By improving OOD performance, we have successfully identified novel materials for carbon dioxide capture and batteries, which have been validated through experimental testing. Thank you, CAR, for supporting this important work.
Hey, I'm Luke Heffernan, and I've held multiple roles at the Centre for Augmented Reasoning at the Australian Institute for Machine Learning. Early in my time at our institute, I served as a project officer, working in the fields of space, agriculture, traffic, and even art. The capstone project of that time was the Artificial Truth Machine, collaborating with local artists to create a fully AI vending machine, exploring the potential directions that future AI evolution in this country may take. Now, as a PhD researcher, I'm diving further into the fundamentals of large multimodal models, revealing what they actually learn and how to engage with that. And the core theme to both of these ventures is simple: to increase the possibility for real applications of AI in the lives of the average person, while adapting to the ever-changing needs of those that interact with them.
My name is Dr. Nisha Schwartz, and I am the Centre for Augmented Reasoning's Program Manager. Been in this role for a year, and it's been a wonderful roller coaster of a year for me in a good way. In my day-to-day activities as the program manager for CAR, I do a wide variety of things which include operations, so just making sure that all our postdocs and academics who are funded by the CAR program have the support that they can get from the CAR program, ensuring all the reporting obligations are also taken care of, so quite mundane jobs, but I also get to do some fun things, such as setting up innovation fund programs, making sure we have some connection with our startups who could use AI, machine learning, and all the cutting edge stuff that we do provide as AIML, but which is CAR funded. The other things that I am also involved in is policy writing and a little bit of communications in that space, and being involved in the Kingston AI group. But largely, this is what my role entails, from basic BAU activities up to really interesting activities that could open up the ecosystem for AIML into the national landscape. The successes that I'm particularly proud of for CAR have actually not happened yet, and we're working towards that. But some of the smaller celebrations that I can talk to you about is, as I mentioned, bringing some really cutting-edge startup companies and enabling them to use the talent that we have via the CAR Fund to enable their products and commercialize their products. Some of these companies are based in Australia, but they also have their subsidiaries in the US as well, which is a fantastic way of showcasing the talent that we have here. I think the way that I'd like CAR to be remembered is the impact that it had in the ecosystem, whether it had an impact on the academics, where they go beyond the CAR funding or beyond AIML, but also and the students as well, where they take the journey, but also the AI capability that CAR can provide to the ecosystem. If a company can adopt it, adopt the expertise that that is provided and use it on their platforms, I think it's a legacy that CAR can get behind. That's it. Thank you.